Hello, everybody, and happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome to the official halfway point of February. I don't know about you, typically February lasts forever. However, the first 2 weeks have gone by very, very quickly. Granted, we still have 2 more weeks to get through, but if it's anything like the first 2 weeks, it's going to be March before we know it, and once it's March, it's MLB The Show 26 times, so we're kind of in a good spot right now, is what I'm trying to say. For today's stream, I know we've been playing a lot of Road to the Show recently. I do want to get to the Now and Later program sooner rather than later, ha 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 ha, pun intended. So I will be spending the first portion of stream today doing that. It's going to be a quicker stream today, just like last week, so won't have time for friendlies. I'm still hoping to get to friendlies at least one weekend in the month of February, so stay tuned. But for now, it's going to be the Now and Later program, however long it takes to get it done. It's just moments, so hopefully not too quickly, and then we'll probably spend the last half of the stream doing a little bit of some Road to the Show. But with all that being said, let me just refresh everything on my end so that it looks good on your end, and let's have ourselves a stream. Welcome on in, everybody, and Packers with the tier 3 resub to kick us off. It's like cut off on my screen so I can't see the amount of months. Hold on. I can't move the hype train. Packers, please let me know how many months it is. I can't see it on my end, but I know it's a very, very long time. So thank you so much, Packers, and welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges, and thank you for a very long time worth of support. Tier 3 too, 16, nice Packers, nice. 69 months is incredible. I appreciate you. Welcome on in, Tier. Welcome on in, JC. And Josh following up with a 58-month resub of his own. Even more emotes in the chat for you, Josh, and welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges. Thank you so much for 58 months. I appreciate the both of you. Hope you're doing wonderfully. Saturdays are for the streams. How we doing, Onion? How we doing, Parakeet? Happy V-Day to all of y'all. Hope y'all are having a wonderful days. Seabass with the trifecta! 29-month resub. Thank you, Seabass, and welcome on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges, and thank you so much for 29 months. We're in a level something hype train. Apparently my chat, level 2 at 60% Twitch chat. It's like overlapping for me right now, so I don't know how to fix that currently. We'll get to that a little later. But hope you all are doing amazing. How we doing, buddy? I am very excited for 26. 2 loud snaps and a thumbs up, Santrion. How we doing, Declonius? Hope you're doing fantastically. That's a lot of breath, but I think I've caught up through all the messages. If I missed anything, please let me know. But I hope you all are having wonderful weekends. Like I said, we're going to do some Now and Later program to start today's stream. We'll end it with some Road to the Show action, and then look forward to a February friendly stream either next Saturday or the weekend after. And it should be a lot of fun. How we doing, Colonius? Stay tuned for future streams on how to figure out where World Baseball Classic is within Diamond Dynasty. That's all I can say. I'm just here streaming on my own time, having fun playing the game. So I'm not here on official business. This is where we are. I am looking forward to Road to the Show, Justin. How we doing today? What's up, Sean? Yes, JV back with the Tigers. I think this might be the last year of his career. Then he signed a 1-year deal, so we shall see what happens. But I remember like when Ben used to stream, he always said Justin wanted to finish his career back with Detroit, and now he has the opportunity to do so. It's pretty cool. How can you not be romantic about baseball? Pinky, what up, Pinky? What up, flying? Hope you all are doing wonderfully. What up, Patriot? How did I ditch the Bears for the Packers? I never ditched the Bears because I was never a Bears fan. I have family from Wisconsin who care very deeply about Packers football. So at a very young age, it was Packers football. Like, the Bears weren't even an option. And for that, obviously, I was raised in the Chicagoland area, so that's where the rest of the Chicago teams come into play. However, it was always Packers football from the very beginning. And that is that. Basically, I'll give you the long answer. My Nana, my mom's mom, born and raised Wisconsin. She enjoys many sports, but football was her thing, Packers. My papa, my mom's dad, he was born and raised on the St. Louis side of Illinois, so he was a big Cardinals fan for baseball. Now, this all connects, I promise you. So they met in college. When they got married, they relocated to the Chicago suburbs, had my mom. So my Nana passed down the Packers football. My papa, as a Cardinals fan, refused to take his kids to Cubs games because of the rivalry, so he took his kids to White Sox games, hence why my mom became a huge White Sox fan, and that's how it all trickled down to me. Usually I give the short answer, but I kind of like giving the long answer every once in a while. So I hope that makes sense, and if it doesn't, that's okay, because they're my teams, and I'm going to love them no matter what, you know? Next, what did I just see? 33 months, closing in on 3 years. I appreciate you, Nix, and welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges. Thank you so much for 33 months. Nix, you're a legend. I appreciate it. Hope you all are doing a wonderful league. I'll love to hear that, Decolonius. Hope you're doing amazing. What up, JC? I don't have the number off the top of my head, but you can find now and laters in the program, the XP path. There was a scouting report initiative a couple months ago that gave you packs if you were a part of that. But there's a pretty decent chunk in there. I just don't have the number off of the top of my head. But if you go in the game and count, and then the additional packs you got from the scouting report, there's your magic number. It's pretty decent, which is nice. Hey, dang it, Stink, go pack, go. I am, Pinky. Thank you so much for asking. You don't think he's done? Ben said he wants to be like Nolan Ryan. I think Justin's still having fun and loves the game. Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying because it's a 1-year contract, so he's not guaranteed anything after this year. But as long as he performs to the level we all know he can, he absolutely will keep on playing, without a doubt. White Sox and Packers fan. Yes, that is true. That is me. You got a... Chargers jersey. There we go, Birdman. Yo, appreciate you, T-Rat. Yo, thank you, Onion. I have not seen that show, but I've seen people have explained the 70s show to me because it's the opposite way around. But how we doing, Garnett? How we doing, Wicked? Hope you're doing amazingly. Makes total sense. You're a diehard Cowboys fan, but somehow my oldest son became a Packers fan. That's funny, just given, you know, the Packers-Cowboys lopsided history, dare I say, these last few years. Bear with me, Patriots. Kid has never even been to Wisconsin. I might have failed as a father. Nah, hey, you passed down the football gene. That's what's most important. That's incredible. Why is I'm sorry, Twitch chat. There we go. Something was popped up and I couldn't scroll chat for a second. How we doing, Phil? Welcome back on in. I'm loving the White Sox team this year flying. I really think we can end in the 70 to 75 win range, and I'd be pushing 75 in my prediction. I am very excited for the White Sox. Yo, what up, Atlas? Hey, I see what you did there. Happy day before candy discount day. That's incredible. I actually have a baby shower to go to tomorrow. And I was like, I've picked up all the gifts that I'm bringing tomorrow, but part of me was like, do I just pick up something extra for them on my way tomorrow so that I can also get a bunch of half-off candy for myself? We'll see. The weekend is young. But yes, that is a great point. Where are we? By the way, sorry for on YouTube about you pulling Colson. Well, thank you, Phil. Yes, Scott Colson, Montgomery's first ever rookie card. That was exciting. Trust, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. We'll get into pulling in just one moment once I catch up on chat. I'll be doing amazing. Would I be able to spend a ticket to get the scouting report now and later packs despite being on hiatus? Unfortunately, that was a limited time. You had to be signed up with the scouting report by a certain date. It was somewhere in November, if I'm not mistaken. If you look up like now and later blog on theshow.com, you'll be able to find the exact details. I mean, you can try. I don't know what they're going to say, but it was during a specific time where you had to be signed up. But if you already were signed up, then you will already get them once you boot up 26, as long as you're in that same name. So if you were already signed up with the scouting report by that cutoff date, whatever it might have been in November, again, I don't remember it off the top of my head. There's very busy time, so many things in this noggin. And then you will get those packs, for 26, and they will also have shown up in your 25 inventory already. So if you don't see them in your 25 inventory, that means you weren't signed up in the scouting report, and you most likely did miss out because there was a cutoff. How do you know, name? Welcome back on it. I appreciate you, Garnett. The most ridiculous thing about Ferris Bueller's Day Off isn't the hijinks they get into. It's Cameron walking around Chicago all day in a Gordie Howe jersey and not getting accosted for it. I mean, you're not wrong, but also, like, the Blackhawks weren't, they're the original 6, huge franchise, huge rivalry between the Hawks and the Wings, but not as deep during that time period, dare I say, as a little bit before, then obviously after that time period. But yeah, no, I walked around all my life wearing Packers gear. A couple friends would heckle me, but they didn't really have a whole lot to say since the Packers have owned the Bears for all of my childhood. Obviously, we finally have competition between these two franchises again, so that is awfully exciting. Niner with the 5-month resub. I appreciate you, Niner, and welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges. Thank you so much for 5 months. You're a legend, Niner. How we doing? 15 stream streak. Thank you so much, Mark. What's up, Dylan? What's up, Jet? What is the limit? That's a great question. I don't have the answer off the top of my head, but if you remember the packs you got from the Skyrim report, you count up the packs in the XP path, and you count up the packs in the program, that will be your final number. I'm sure if you look at one of the blogs, there is an exact number. I guess I can count. I mean, you see 12 packs in this program. So, yeah, a couple of you have asked that question. So let's count, and then I'll get into it. So, 12 packs in that program. We're going to count backwards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 21 packs, and then you got your 5 from the Skyrim report. So I wanted to say that number, but I don't like saying things that I can't 100% guarantee, but you get 26. You can earn up to 26 Now and Later packs throughout the different initiatives in 25 for you to begin your 26 journey with. Again, 5 of those packs, you had to have been signed up for the Skyrim reports sometime in November, but the other 21 are never going to expire. I mean, unless you get them in the next 4,000 days, you're going to get them. So 21 from the game itself, and then 5 from the Skyrim report initiative. And now you know how many you get from each area. So there you go. What do I think about Brandon Montgomery? I think he's going to make his debut sometime this year. I don't think he's going to break camp with the club. Just, you know, service time manipulation. I do think if he has a good spring, he has a strong start to the minor leagues, I see him being called up at the end of April, early May, and I am very excited for that. Oh my god, I love watching the Olympics. I'm not watching it as nearly as often as I like to. It's just been very, very long weeks. Don't really have the time. However, when I can watch the Olympics, it's been a lot of fun. Forrest with a 2-month Twitch Prime resub. I appreciate you. You only get 1 Twitch Prime sub to use a month. Thank you for using it on the Sand Squad. And welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges. Thank you so much, Barclay. I appreciate you. How we doing? How's everybody's weekend? I promise I'm gonna get into a game. I love the conversations we're all having. Doing well, just been working on a lab and studying for an exam on ethical hacking. Best of luck to you, Niner. Hope you're doing well. Yes, 26 confirmed. Appreciate all of you. Hope you all are doing incredibly. Are you all dependents on my taxes? No, you are not. No name. That is really funny though. I need Kevin McGonigal on day 1 opening day, but no. Scott Harris says no, says Jet. Dang, I'm sorry to hear that. You've seen women's snowboarding and curling, 2 excellent sports, might I add. Yes, Twitch drop packs as well. So there's been, what, up to 6 between the last 2 feature premieres? So 26 Now and Later, 6 Twitch drops and counting. There's going to be streams every week until, you know, early access. So there's a lot going on right now. A ton. Castellanos, speaking of Castellanos, see that the Padres picked him up, Nick? So one of my coworkers is very excited for it. Chloe Kim is incredibly fun to watch. How we doing, Carmen? Gatsby with a 5-month resub. Glad you're enjoying the College World Series bracket. And welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges. Thank you so much for your continued support. Cardinals with the hydrate. Needed it, Cardinals. Thank you. All right, I appreciate all of your patience. Let's go play our moments, get the rest of our Now and Later packs, and let's have a good Saturday. Again, a slightly shorter stream today. Got things to do and errands to run afterwards, but we'll enjoy whatever time we do have together. Oh, it's a reverse. Honestly, I needed the hydrate, so that's okay. We each get hydrates. That's how it is. I'm doing well, Cardinals. How are you doing today? I hope you enjoy your drink of water. I certainly enjoyed mine. I needed it. Alright, we need 2 hits. I'm assuming many of you have finished the Now and Later program. Proud of all y'all. Okay, well, that was easy. That was easy. BG, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Halfway there. I'm going out with Dr. Pepper. I am not a fan of Dr. Pepper. I don't drink soda. So I'm not a fan, I guess, of any sodas. Not because I just don't like them. I just don't drink soda. I do come from a family that loves Coca-Cola, however, so I guess if I had to pick a soda, it would most likely be Coca-Cola. I have a White Sox anniversary Coca-Cola can on my top shelf right here, if you can zoom in. So, I do come from a Coca-Cola family, though I myself don't drink soda. You're excited for 26? Let's go, Cardinals. Love to hear that. Get the #1 pick. Rooting for you, Declonius. No, we're not, Josh. You finished the Now and Later program, have been on a game since. Hey, that's okay. You get to play whatever you want to play. That is the beauty of gaming. 15 stream streak. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, T-Rad. Let him know. Let him know. I know, Dylan. I mean, obviously it's spring training. I just want him to get out of spring training healthy. That is my goal. Get your reps, stay healthy, and then hopefully stay healthy for the rest of the season, obviously. Mark with the 7-month resub with the catcher. If he doesn't play defense, we'll find out. We'll get to it, Mark. But welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges. Thank you so much for 7 months. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for coming out, chilling out on Saturday. Y'all are legendary. All right, we gotta not give up a run in this situation. I was a fan of Dr. Pepper. I've never been. No, not because like I hate the brand or anything. I'm just not a soda person. Don't drink soda. I don't drink caffeine either. I am like 99.9% water. The other like 0.1% is when I occasionally have a lemonade kind of a thing. Always hydrated. Always hydrated. He's like a funny guy. Y'all are amazing. First road, you have to get school's approval. Yes. Yes. That's kind of like for anything, not just like in video games. If you're gonna use somebody else's licensing, their rights, you always have to work out an agreement. That's for anything. No, I'm not a big milk person. 3. I am not. Am I ready for GTA 6? I never actually played any of the other GTA games. What I'm most excited about this year is Fable. Fable comes out in the fall, and for that, I am very excited. I mean, I'm sure with all the hype around GTA 6, I will probably get it at some point. We'll see what the price point is, first and foremost. But I know a lot of y'all are excited for that. Due to health reasons, hey, that's okay. Okay, my brothers both played GTA. I watched them play GTA growing up. I myself have just never played. I'm offended. Just Drink Pop! No shot. What an amazing name. Hey, that just means there's more for you, right? If I don't drink any, that just means more for you. So you're welcome. I got you. I got you. Both of you to assume it will actually come out this year. I mean, you're not wrong. I just gotta go off of what we do know, and that the newest date is later this year. So, that's all I can say. How dare you? Just Drink Pop. That was great timing. Extra Visit, that's right. Y'all are amazing. What about Kingdom Hearts and Fortnite Unit Collab? That should be fun. They are? I missed that news. My brother, one of my brothers, he's a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, so he's gonna love that. I'm actually surprised he never texted me about that. I don't know if he knows about that then. So I know who I'm calling. The second stream is over. I am very excited for Murakami Declonius. Very excited.
Counts 1-0.
You used to drink Coke, but you stopped like 10 years ago. Hey, no worries. Bad no name. I don't think that trade is gonna be possible for many reasons. Ooh, Lipton's tea? Tea I really only drink when I have a sore throat or I'm sick. I'm not the biggest tea drinker either. I swear, I run on water. It's crazy how good your body feels when you are properly hydrated. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Obviously, there's more to, you know, having a body that feels good, but you'd be surprised if what you intake liquid-wise is mostly water, like how much that does for your health. It's pretty awesome. And it's refreshing. You have no idea who wins the American League? We'll find out. 162 games will decide. I think the Blue Jays are the favorites, but can they do it back-to-back years? Only time can tell. The Dodgers did, so why not? The internet will crash when it comes out. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think any businesses are gonna be open when GTA 6 comes out because everybody's just gonna take off. And honestly, I respect it. If there's a video game that comes out that you all enjoy, take that time off if you can. I know a lot of you have told me you've already taken off for early access weekend for 26. I cannot because, you know, I gotta work it, but, you know, we'll play it still. We'll play it, obviously. Ashley runs on water and America runs on Duckin'. I see what you did there. That's funny. Haven't had a glass of water for 6 years. Just Drink Pop is like, I get my water intake through everything. Well, what's your favorite kind of soda? Just Drink Pop? Or is that another thing? Because you say pop, I say soda. That's fair, Carm. That's fair. Y'all are so funny. Midnight Eastern time, Gatsby. If we're still talking about the show. For GTA 6, I have no idea what time it's coming out.
Aye.
You mainly drink water, you haven't had
0-1.
soda since 2023. Gotcha. Y'all, for me, have a glass of water every day. Start there. For me, do it for me. Some of these chats are making me scared for y'all. Oh my god.
Aye.
MJ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand
One's
Squad.
account.
Alright, we start off so hot for these first couple moments. Why can I not get an extra base hit right now? We'll get it. Yo, what up, MJ? Are you a big Tigers fan? Nice, Phil. You enjoy Dr. Pepper just drink? A lot of Dr. Pepper fans in this chat. This GTA 6 about a good gaming PC. There we go, Cardinals. That's exciting. Soda versus pop was big language change when I went to college in the Midwest. Also bag versus sack. That's true. I mean, Midwest uses both. Like, my mom says pop, but I say soda. But yes, there's a bunch of different dialects that you'll figure out what words they use when, or how they pronounce certain words. Like, roof and rough is a good one. For the thing that covers homes and houses, apartments. Human being, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. I know a non-human being in the city of Chicago. I'm sorry, MJ. I was really rooting for the Jays. Interesting, Niner.
Ow.
So many flavors and people be drinking water. Hey! Don't dunk on me, Pop. I like my water, and you can have flavored water. I don't have flavored water, though. But you can. I'm just saying. There's the extra base hit. What up, Wave? How are you doing today? What are you talking about, Mark? Never happened. I've never struck out in any game ever. Yeah, I think Kurtz is gonna have a big sophomore year too. I appreciate you and Pilly Cardinals. Hope both of you are doing well. You're starting an A's franchise. There we go, Hawks. A's might be a sneaky good team. I think so. I think so. All right, 2 hits for Mr. Drake Baldwin, NL Rookie of the Year. Very well, Wave. Can't complain. We'll have a short little stream today, and then I'll be off. A's are loaded. A's are loaded. Water fountain versus bubbler, right? I think, like, only Wisconsin really calls it a bubbler, right? What other areas call it a bubbler? It's always been a water fountain to me. Although I guess some people call it a drinking fountain as well. I always say water fountain. How do I think the Rangers are gonna do? Texas Rangers? I don't know, to be honest with you. The AL West is going to be interesting, in my opinion. I could not tell you who's winning the West right now.
Hey, nice rip, big dog.
I think the Rangers, I mean, I don't think they repeat what they did last year. They're too good to repeat last year. Obviously, they did lose Marcus Semien. But I don't know. We'll see how spring looks health-wise for a lot of their team. What up, Ethan? How are you? Bong! I appreciate you, Bong. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Seattle. Yes, I would say Seattle wins the West. For whatever reason, I was not thinking Seattle. I was thinking the 2 Texas teams and the Athletics. As well as, why am I blanking? What's the 5th? Hold on.
Ball,
Mine is
that's out.
blanking. Rangers, the Astros, the Mariners, the Athletics. Why am I blanking? Hold on. Why am I blanking? Help me out here. Yo, what up, Truckin'? Welcome on in. Appreciate the lurk, Pinky. Angels. Thank you, Garnett. I knew it was Southern California team, but only the Dodgers and Padres were coming to mind for whatever reason. Appreciate you. Very long weeks. I am very tired. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I appreciate you, Chowda. Hope you're appreciating all that's being done.
Ball inside.
Yeah, Angels won't win the West. Yes. Mariners, yes. Mariners, I will say, are the favorite to win. Oh my god, what are we doing? Wait, did I not get... Oh no, I just need 1 hit. The Los Angeles
1 ball,
Angels of Anaheim.
2 strikes.
Yup. The Angels. Very funny. Get through! Not me. Padres just signed Castellanos, so they'll win the World Series. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about a Padres World Series, but I don't think Castellanos is gonna move the arrow specifically. However, I know a lot of people who are excited about him signing with the Padres, and as they should be. It is exciting. But I'm curious the season the Padres are gonna have. They'll have a winning season, don't get me wrong. Chelsea. I need to start with a hit. I need to start with some momentum here. White Sox Padres World Series. Not this year for the White Sox. I love my White Sox. I do not expect them to be in the World Series, though. In the next couple of years, I can be convinced. I would love to be convinced. I would love for it to happen.
Counts 1-0.
This is another growing year to start getting a lot more wins and to end 100-loss seasons. And I'm excited for the Sox. Am I afraid of no baseball next year? Trying not to think about next year, to be honest. The new CBA will happen. I know there's a lot of reports about there being a lockout. I am scared for how long that lockout potentially can happen. So I'm keeping my focus on this season, and we will jump over that hurdle once that hurdle approaches us. Which is, I love the Murakami signing. I love it. Do you think if the White Sox won the World Series, you would likely to like MLB 26 the best? I don't think I quite understand your question.
Be safe.
The White Sox winning the World Series is separate from how much I love MLB The Show. I'm always going to love this franchise. It's been one of my favorite games since ever. And the White Sox have always been my favorite team since ever. But I think what you're trying to get at is, yeah, if when the White Sox win the World Series again, it's always going to provide a heightened sense of romanticism around the things happening during that time frame. 1,000,000%. I'm very excited for the World Baseball Classic. It starts soon. We're just a few weeks away. Kind of crazy to think about. Edward and Patrick and Pistachio. Thank you, all three of you, for the follows. Welcome to the Sand Squad, you three. Hope you're doing well. Alrighty. Keep it going. Making some good progress. Ooh, hit a homer. Let's get it. You only remember the White Sox winning the World Series like once, sadly. Well, because they've only won once in recent memory. Their other two wins were in the early 1900s. We were not yet born. So hopefully we'll get a fourth win in the franchise, and hopefully that fourth win comes a lot sooner than 05 did after the 1917 win. March Madness, that's true. That's also right around the corner. Express, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. I will paint a room. Well, I currently rent an apartment, so I guess I could paint, but then I'd have to repaint before I move, or I would lose part of my security deposit. So once I own a place, yeah, I do not enjoy having white walls everywhere, but that's just the reality of renting. I mean, I guess you could get like renter-friendly wallpaper and such. However, I'm not moving all this stuff behind me just to put up some wallpaper that may or may not look good. I need it to look good if that were to be a thing. That's not a home run. Do I have a college team? Yes, NC State, go Pack.
On the tag, you're out.
I wasn't huge in college sports until I met a few people who are very big into college sports and have kind of passed along that to me. My Nana's a big Wisconsin Badgers fan. My papa was a big Notre Dame fan.
No, that's it.
Am I in San Diego? I am in San Diego. I moved here over 3.5 years ago. It's crazy for work. But born and raised and lived in Chicago my whole life until I moved here.
No, safe.
Not a big college sports guy? That's okay. Wasn't big into college sports until you started college? That makes sense. That makes sense. Do I like NC State because a player went there? No, one of my best friends is a huge NC State fan. Like, I would say a bigger NC State fan than any of his professional favorite teams. So because I didn't have a stake, and one of my best friends is a huge NC State fan, I was like, sure, why not, you know? Why not? Without a doubt. Oh, wait. Oh, and I see a question.
Ball.
What a point.
1-0.
Do I have a particular 99 Studio era game you cherish? That's a great question. I never played any 989 Studio games growing up, actually. Growing up, we were mostly Nintendo, GameCube, and then we did have the PlayStation 2. But at that point, I just either I didn't have enough chore money or whatever to buy other video games. It was whatever my brothers wanted to play is what I played. I'm the youngest of my family. So I didn't really start playing until they truly became San Diego Studio and just did the show. That's a great question, though. Yeah, of course. Thank you for the question.
No, that missed.
Thank you for the question. I have not been to a San Diego Gulls game, the AHL. I have not. Ah, Cal, we need homers. Start again. Get a fresh at bat. Although I guess it's the full game, so I don't have to keep that. All right, come on, Cal. I believe. I believe. Not going well for us right now. All right, come on. I don't think it'll be the Blue Jays in the World Series because they lost a few players. I mean, who knows who it could be? It's way too early to tell. Sure, they lost some players like Bo Bichette, but they also gained a handful of players. Dylan Cease being one of them. So, it is very, very hard for a team to make it to back-to-back World Series. However, we just saw it with the Dodgers. We also saw it with the Royals in the early 2010s. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Yeah, what up, Blitz? How we doing? Love college basketball. Who's your basketball team, Peter? I do not have a PlayStation 5 Pro. I just have the normal PlayStation 5. Had it since February of 21 is when I got it. So not right when it came out, but I think a lot of people were unable to get one the second they came out. But we got it! There we go! Don't PCI check. We got the homer, that's what matters. Home run is the one I'm struggling with. I can hit a home run in other moments that aren't home runs. Oh no, I'm sorry, Pinky. You just need a hanging slider like I had. I believe. The Gophers, nice. Nice, Scooby. All right, we are officially halfway through the program. We're making very good progress. We need 2 extra base hits. Let's get it. Corey with the 44 months. I appreciate you, Corey. You're on break. Well, I hope your break is going well and the work day is going well. And thank you so much for the 44 months, Corey, and welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges, and thank you so much for 44 months. I appreciate you, Corey. Hope you're doing well. I think the most disappointing World Series is Yankees-Dodgers. It was just very anticlimactic, you know? It definitely didn't have the drama or the story that this past World Series did. Without a doubt. The Digital Deluxe Edition never had a hat with it. I think you're thinking of the MVP edition of years past. But no, the Digital Deluxe Edition, it was always, well, digital. Ow! That's not a good start. Took 30 tries. Okay, at least we got it done. We did 2. Depth of field is very exciting. It's one of my favorite editions. It also helps just against those, like, funky deliveries of some pitchers, like those the side armors, for lack of the side armors, submariners. The Ashley Sanders edition. Could you imagine?
Ball down.
There's not one. But if there was one, what would it come with? Obviously some bubble gum. Hey, there's one. There's one extra base hit of the home run perfect variety. Love to see it. But yeah, it would have to come with some bubble gum, you know? A little Diamond Dynasty Easter egg for my team name. Ooh, that almost hit his elbow. Bubblegum and a mini T-Rex and Raptor. Yes! Y'all remember the Jurassic Bubble? Some of you probably don't. Oh geez, remember. Been
Out of there.
been many
Be safe.
years. But that's okay. Very historic now, might I add. Oh, alright, come on, Shohei. Ow! That's not another extra base hit. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's a hit, but I needed an extra base hit. I'm gonna go to opening day after the wild card, so it'll be an awesome week to play the show. What do you mean by, do you mean WBC, Corey? What do you mean by WC? I'm assuming that could be a typo, or I just don't know it. Niner, if I'm specifically not answering a question, it's because I can't. I'm gonna meet after the World Baseball Classic, gotcha. I am just streaming as a fan of the game as all of you. Whenever information becomes public, then we can talk about it. For any what ifs, could have, should have, would have, that's beyond me. I cannot have that conversation. If you've been to a Padres game, I've been to several. What are some pros and cons of their stadium? It's one of the best parks in all of baseball, in my opinion. Huge pro. There's just a bunch of food options. There's just a bunch of great venues. The stadium is very accessible, easy to get to. It's right in the heart of downtown. Very beautiful. Cons? Well, it is in the heart of downtown, so you're not gonna find parking. Your best bet is to ride share or take public transportation. What else? I don't know, there's not many cons for Petco Park. I do believe it's one of the best parks in all of baseball. Lack of parking is definitely unfortunate. Makes it more expensive if obviously you're ride sharing. Obviously you can take public transportation, which is a lot cheaper. I don't know how far out public transportation goes. Obviously there's a cutoff, so at night games it might be a little bit difficult getting home from the stadiums using public transportation if you don't live like by a trolley stop per se. What do I need here? Ooh, get on base 2 times. Go. Yeah. Am I coming to Cleveland this summer? I currently don't have any plans to, but eventually I would like to because I'd like to visit Progressive Field. Petco Park is beautiful. Absolutely. Well, speaking of, what are some of y'all's favorite stadiums? Not enough pets to pet. Not wrong. Not wrong. 2 of my best friends, they brought their dog to one of the dog days last year at Petco Park. He enjoyed it. Enjoyed. Sounds good, Corey. You like T-Mobile? T-Mobile's one I've not been to. My goal, I have 4 West Coast stadiums I still need to get to. Seattle, San Francisco, Arizona, then wherever the A's end up. So as you can see, I'm kind of waiting on the A's. I unfortunately was never able to make it to the Coliseum. My goal is to make it to San Francisco and Arizona this year. Seattle probably will be a no-go this year. But if I'm able to make it to San Fran as well as Chase Field in Arizona, then I'll just have 2 West Coast stadiums to visit. Then I'll have visited every West Coast stadium. Not bad for a kid who never went out west until I moved here. So, I'll take it. Echo and Oracle's your favorite? I am hoping to make it to Oracle this year. We'll find out, Nick. I saw that they're making some progress on the stadium in Vegas. Saw those pictures on socials the other day. PNC is one I'm very excited to get to. PNC and Oracle, I've heard so many good things. Even Camden Yards, Baltimore, especially from like the food variety. We'll find out. Family wants to go to Oracle Park. Your favorite stadium is Wrigley. Obvious bias. Out of state is Chase Field. Since the game went to, I got dirt cheap seats down the left field foul line.
Outside,
there we go.
that's
Are you
a
a
ball.
Cubs fan, Declonius? I'm gonna have to ask you to leave now. I'm kidding. But really, I'm kidding. Declonius is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought we were friendly here.
He's out.
Well, we started by getting on base. Did not end getting on base. I have gone to Petco. I've gone to Petco a handful of times. EMC is great, as is Camden. Yeah, I'm excited. Probably won't be visiting many East Coast stadiums this year. But who knows? Who knows? Starting to look at hotels and airfare for a couple West Coast trips that I still need to get to. And we'll take it from there. That's not going to be an extra base hit to get on base. Start with getting on base here. How we doing, Barkin? Hope we're having a good day. Cardinals are going to be garbage this year. Everyone is being traded or signed elsewhere. Yeah, they have entered pretty much full rebuild, Fluffy. It's never easy when your team enters a rebuild mode because you know the inevitable. It's not going to be a winning season, which you don't ever want as a fan. Is the reality, however. I want to go to Target Field to go to Mall of America. I went to Target Field last year for the first time and also went to Mall of America. One of my best friends is from Minnesota.
Foul ball.
So a few of us went up there for a very quick trip. We flew in like a Tuesday morning. We went to Target Field that evening. And then we had a Wednesday, like late afternoon, early evening flight. So Wednesday morning we did the Mall of America. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. I like Target Field. It's an okay ballpark. It's definitely not my favorite. It's probably lower half for me.
Oh.
Although I do love all of their screens and visuals and scoreboards. Those are pretty nice. Wherever you look, you're going to be able to see the count. Which I appreciate. I appreciate that, Corey. Yeah, we're definitely not losing 100 games. I think, barring most players stay healthy, obviously there's always going to be some injuries. That's just the unfortunate nature of baseball. I do believe this team will be between 70 and 75 wins. And for me, that's another huge improvement, just like they did last year. That's the goal, Knicks and Birmingham. I want to visit all 4 of the White Sox minor league affiliates. Cowboys, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Those are on my list. That's right, two-way pitcher. He's in the Cardinals organization now. Fenner Henderson, we gotta figure something out. Not doing well right now. Oh, Murakami is absolutely gonna bring interest, especially if he stays healthy and hits a lot of homers. 1,000,000%. That's not fun. Birmingham isn't in my state, therefore it does not exist. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Does that mean I don't exist? I'm not currently in North Carolina right now. Oh, Nix, did you move out of state? I know you moved.
That's an out.
You do not have to answer that question, obviously, because we're streaming. What up, Cowboys? I streamed on my personal channel before I streamed at work. Wasn't your favorite because I was not working that night. True! There we go. We are figments of Ashley's imagination. Oh boy, that got existential real quick. What up, KJ? How are you doing? Hello. Oh, there we go, KJ. I see you. Are we gonna go to Wrigley for the NLCS this year? Well, the Cubs won't be in the NLCS this year.
Ball.
He'll be back in about 2 months. Oh, there we go. Good. Not cheese. What's the best kind of cheese?
He's out.
I mean, Bregman might go crazy, but it depends on the rest of the team. We all have experienced Mike Trout on the Angels. Which MLB division is the best? Going into this season, I would say NL West and AL East. Yeah. Oh, sure. I appreciate your kind words, Corey. 100% sold on Bregman since Chicago let King Tuck go to. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Cubs still have some very good pieces. We'll see if Bregman can add to it, which he should. He's not in his prime, I would say. He's definitely... I mean, he's still a very good ball player. He's not the player he was when he was with Houston. I don't think anyone would argue that. But he's still very, very good. Will he be good in Chicago? Only time will tell. Ooh, okay. Do that one more time. I appreciate you, Corey. Yeah, it shouldn't take too much long after this one. Yeah. I don't expect PCA to have as big of a slump he did in the second half. I don't think he's going to have as hot of a first half as he did either. But you would take the average of that together if you're a fan. Dansby's got to work on his offense a bit. However, he did have a superb defensive season last year. Nico's an under-the-radar piece. I'm curious the year he's going to have this year. He doesn't quite get the national attention he deserves, I would say. We'll see. Yes, I'll see. I'll see. Ah,
Foul ball.
fortunate. Just enjoy it while you can, Cubs. The White Sox are coming in a couple years. And that time is gonna get shorter and shorter very, very soon. Beat it out, Gunner! Safe. There we go.
Safe. He's in there.
There we go. Right, when healthy, or if healthy. It's always the big caveat for all our favorite players. Injuries suck. Alright, we are 70% through. Let's get 2 hits, including extra base hit. Do I watch the Bulls? Not currently. I've been a little out of basketball recently. White Sox Cubs World Series would feed, yeah, like it was 1906. I would like a repeat of 1906, please and thank you. Because I was alive to remember it, duh. Who's winning the World Cup? That's a great question. I wouldn't be surprised if Team Japan becomes the back-to-back champs. You can't count out Team Dominican Republic.
That's a ball.
Team USA as well. I mean, one of those 3 teams, in my opinion. I think Team Japan is the team to beat, just because they were the most recent champs. Do I know soccer? It depends. I know more women's soccer. I don't know a whole lot about men's soccer. I only know what I can pick up from one of my best friends, who is a big men's soccer fan. It is. They are, Dylan. That team is stacked. Oh, you mean soccer World Cup? I'm still on. We're talking so much baseball. I just assumed World Baseball Classic, and you just misphrased it. Yeah, I don't watch men's soccer, so I couldn't tell you. I do know Team USA is not very good when it's men's soccer. I know they've gotten better, but no, I don't watch men's soccer. So I could not tell you.
He's out.
Who do I think will have a breakout year for the White Sox? Ooh, that's a great question. Who's gonna have a breakout year? I would say Kyle Teal. And you might say that's an easy answer. Like, don't get me wrong, when he got called up, he had a very good, very decent rookie season. But he did not have it to his full potential, I would say. And I think he's going to thrive this year. Like, he didn't have a bad rookie season, that's what I'm trying to say. He did have a good rookie season. He didn't hit for power as much as he would have liked. I think this year he does. Wait, what are we doing? 2 hits and an extra. Wait, did I actually quit out? I think I did. Well, there we go. It doesn't matter. There we go. Are they still not good, Knicks? Is that what you mean by that? Easy, back-to-back homers. There we go. I love Ellie's swing. He's got one of the best swings in my opinion. So smooth, so effortless. Things you love to see. Alright, let's go. With 2 more moments. Pitch and a homer. Let's pitch with Paul Scenes. Let's go, General. I can't wait as well. Not gonna get out of the group stage. Put it past up. Always get the extra base hit done first. That's the optimal strat. 1,000,000%. He still has time. Ellie still has time in real life. He goes on such incredible tears.
0-1.
But yes, the everyday consistency isn't there yet. He still has youth and time on his side. I'm not pushing the panic button on his offense quite yet. I would love for Ellie to go insane this year. And he definitely can. He definitely can. You still think O'Neal Cruz has potential? I'd agree with you. I'd agree with you. Whenever you still have youth on your side in the world of sports, you always have potential. I think it can sound so cliche. As long as you're breathing, you always have potential in life. It's gonna take a lot of work. You can get it done. Rookie of the year this year. Let's hear him. Ooh. I mean, I gotta say Murakami for the AL, right? I got to. Gotta go Murakami. For the National League,
Aye.
I'm gonna go JJ Weatherholt, Cardinals. As long as he gets called up in decent time, which with this Cardinals team, there's no reason to not call him up. It just depends if he's gonna make the opening day roster because, service time manipulation is the world we live in. So I'm gonna go JJ Weatherholt for the NL Rookie of the Year and Munetaka Murakami for the AL Rookie of the Year. Would be mine. Didn't Murakami come in last year as well as Weatherholt? No, Weatherholt has not made his debut, and Murakami just got signed this offseason. So neither of them have Major League Baseball games under their belt. Nice picks, thank you. Who would you all pick?
0-1's the count.
You want different teams to make it? You said Yankees or Blue Jays? I didn't see Dodgers in that sentence. They've made it the past 2 years. They've made it 3 times in the past 5 years between 2020 and 2025.
Ball, that's just out.
So we shall see. But I understand your sentiment. It's always nice to see new teams. I wouldn't mind seeing the Blue Jays again just because they didn't win it last year.
Aye.
But yes, I am almost always in favor of it being new teams, unless it's my team. If it's my team, I want to see them in there every single year, you know? Why not? Who says no? I gotta throw a pitch. I don't say no. I say yes, actually. Let the White Sox be in every single year.
Aye.
They'll have their chance in a couple of years. Can they sustain it? That will be the question.
Ah.
Gotta believe the Mets figure it out eventually. They have too much money not to. The Mets have had a very good offseason. It will be a very disappointing year if the Mets don't at least make the NLCS, in my opinion.
Ball, that's inside.
There's kind of no reason, obviously barring injuries, not to make the NLCS for the Mets.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess, they run into the Dodgers somehow, some way in the wild card division or division series rounds. We shall see. Like to see Chicago White Sox? I agree. I also want to see the Chicago White Sox there, Declonius. I agree.
3.
Declonius is like, that's not what I meant. Alright, last moment, then we got all our packs. Hit a home run with Mr. Aaron Judge. Whoa! You don't like the Mets, Bunk? I think the Mets make the NLCS this year. I'll go on record saying that. What do you have against the Mets, Bunk? Is there a story I don't know? Or that I've forgotten? What's the story, Bunk? I don't know! Whoa, that's not a good swing. What up, John? How are you? I seriously don't know! I'm trying to remember. I know why you don't like the Yankees and their affiliates. But the Mets? I don't know. Unless there's something I don't know. Arm, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Yeah, it's Carlos Beltran in the program, Mark. Which you'll see once I complete this moment. It'll pop up on screen. Ow, that's not a home run either. Oh, feels like a Philly fan.
Oh.
Where's Tatis going, though? I heard he wants out. I have not heard Tatis wants out. I think Tatis loves San Diego. That's probably somebody that wants some clicks. Sabeo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. If the Southside Northside World Series ever happens in my lifetime, I may have to find some way to go to at least one game. Oh, 1,000,000%. Even I'll even go like one further. Like hopefully when the White Sox make another World Series in my lifetime, I want to go to a game in Chicago. That's not a home run either. Even the short porch couldn't help us out there. It's on my bucket list to go to a White Sox World Series game. No, Soto! That's not Soto. Ben Rice, you were supposed to keep running. Just saw the 22. Mind blinked. It's happened before. There has been a White Sox Cubs World Series. The White Sox won, but that was all before we were born. So part 2 would be fun. A take 2 would be fun. Especially if it has the same results, you know? You know? Stretch! It's not going to. Dang it! Brendan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. We're gonna try it inside the Parker. Run, Judge! No! Stay on your
No,
feet!
too late.
What's up, Brandon? But yes, I feel that. Would be amazing. You don't know my age. Garnett. You would have to be 120 years old. And that would assume you were born
Got him,
in
that's enough.
1906, so you didn't really see the World Series. Garnett's like, I retract that statement. Are you a vampire, Garnett? That could also be possible. He was there. I mean, if Garnett says he's a vampire, I'll believe. I'll believe. He was there in spirit. DZ was there! You should be glad DZ's not here right now, Bonk! Oh my god. Just hopped in my time machine. Hey, can you share that time machine, please? I got a few places I'd like to go. Garnett got a foul ball. I watched it happen. Y'all are so
Counts
funny.
1-0.
I appreciate when y'all can commit to a bit. I appreciate that.
Ball inside.
Y'all are incredible. No night games in 1906, so a vampire wouldn't have seen the games. That's also true, Mark. We didn't quite have lights yet for night games. Unless, like, you know, wore like a bunch of cloaks and like shades and such. Will the White Sox finish in 4th place? That would be cool. That would be cool. I don't think we're guaranteed to finish in last place in the AL Central. We are beginning our trend upwards. We're still very, very, you know, we got time. We still have time for growth and room to improvement, but we are at that turning. We were in the second half of last year. We have begun that turning point into a successful franchise again. We just have to sustain it. We have to get there and then sustain it. Garnett. What up, Master Chief? Think the Yankees win in 2026 game? We shall see. You like the Twins over the White Sox this season? We'll see. It just depends on what the Twins do by the trade deadline, if they continue to sell the rest of their pieces like they did last year. I mean, they still have Joe Ryan, they still have Pablo Lopez. You know, they have good pitching support. But I'm not too certain they're gonna be as successful as they might want to be this season. Packers with the hydrate, by the way. What up, Infamous? How we doing? Hope you're doing incredible. 50 degrees and sunny on the East Coast. There we go. I know it's gonna be in the high 60s, the mid to high 60s in Illinois a couple days next week. I know a lot of my family's excited for that. What up, V-Gifted Triple Crown winner? You're predicting Bobby Witt Jr. does it this year? I would love that. I'm a big fan of Bobby Witt. We went to a Ross store today, found a 2024 Tatis Jr. All-Star jersey for only $10. There we go. We always love jerseys for $10. That's incredible. 50 degrees today in Jersey felt great. That's amazing.
Ball, that pitch is up.
There's like no better feeling than those few warm days in like the February time frame in like the Midwest, East Coast. You know it's gonna get cold again. But there's hope, you know, there's hope. It's been freezing. A lot of snow this year as well. Yeah, it's called fake spring. There you go. Real spring is coming though. It'll be here. It'll be here. Which teams did well in the offseason? The Mets did well this offseason. The White Sox, I would say, did well in the offseason. Obviously, the Dodgers. I know the Cubs lost Tucker. Signing Bregman was a good offseason move for them. I know he was the biggest move, really. He Jose Canseco'd it! I know it wasn't off his head and it was off his glove, but a homer is a homer. That wasn't supposed to leave the park. That was incredible. But did you all see that? I'll show the replay. I believe that bounced off his glove, if I saw that correctly. Oh, we got a wheel spin, too. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. The Twins are sellers of the deadline. They should consider trading Royce Lewis if he's healthy and producing. If they bring back a good haul. Yeah, if they can sell high on Royce, you would definitely consider it if the Twins obviously aren't doing as well this season. But Royce has to stay healthy first. That's been the challenge. Oh, I can't go back because the wheel. That's right. But Mark, you asked, excuse me, here's the Carlos Beltran card, and then here are the stats. KB, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Can't call fan interference. That wasn't fan interference. That was right fielder interference. I don't know. Paul Skeens needs to be traded. Are you kidding me? If Paul Skeens were to be traded this season, with what, he has at least 4 or 5 years of control left, because he's been up for 2 years. The Pirates would get a haul that not many ball clubs can afford. No, Paul Skeens will not get traded this season. He will not get traded. Fifi and Gumi, thank you both for the follows. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Alrighty. So we have a little bit of stream left. I am gonna switch on over to some Road to the Show. We'll play a couple of games before I let you all go for the day. But we finished the online program. That was our goal. What's the Road to the Show? Yeah, 4 years of control. You're not trading that this year. That's a lot of control left. You enjoy crumble cookies? I haven't had crumble cookies in a while, but every time I do, Master Chief, they are very good. They are very expensive, but they are very good. Ooh, driving a run? I can do that. I can do that. Can I just never end live stream? That would be fun. That would be amazing. There we go. Unfortunately, I do have some things I gotta do after this. As much as I would love to stay here streaming for all of y'all. But I do appreciate all of you that do take time out of your days to come chill and watch stream. I am very grateful for that. A sleep stream when? Whenever I do the 24-hour stream that I'm never gonna do. You ordered Chip City cookies today as your treat for Valentine's Day. What are Chip City cookies? Is that a local brand? The scariest thing ever. Adulting. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. Do it! I love Road to the Show. Road to the Show is how I found MLB The Show. Oh, it always has a special place in my heart. 24-hour stream confirmed. No! Bad Pinky! Bad Pinky! No! Kidding. You better be! You better be! I've never done two-way players, Declonius. I've always picked position players. I've done a pitching Road to the Show once. That was many, many years ago. I think that was actually before I even started streaming. It's something to consider. I just enjoy playing position versus like pitching. But I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't rule it out. Alrighty. There we go.
He's out.
67-hour stream one. 6-7. My niece loves saying 6-7. I am not a 6-7 fan. When my niece says 6-7, I am a 6-7 fan. My niece is 3.5. No, she turns 4 and she's older than 3.5. She turns 4 in May. That's crazy.
Out.
Dang. Kids grow up fast. Don't mind me, I'm just having an existential crisis over here. Ooh, let's get an extra. Let's hit a home run. Why not? So scary, right? Your son turns 4 in November? Oh my goodness, that's exciting. Exciting but scary, yes. It's like, huh? At least, you know, he's still got a bunch of time. You know, he literally just turned 3. He's got some time. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna make it to seconds. I wasn't hustling out of the box.
Yeah, you're out.
How is she already almost 4? I don't know. That's how I know how long I've been in San Diego. Which, that is wild to me. It's insane how fast time flies. I remember when you announced you're gonna be an aunt, and I told you being an aunt was the best. Right? I remember that too! And now she's gonna be 4! She's gotta stop growing up! My twin niece and nephew turned 18 this year. Time flies. That's crazy. Exciting, but crazy. Ugh. Alright. Let's get on base. You love Moo Moo. Only time will tell, you know? Time will tell. So much faster from the outside being an aunt, uncle, grandparent. No, for sure. That's an unfortunate flyout. I love the ant life. You can have so much fun with them, and then when they start getting all like crabby or tired or just, it's like, all right, you go back to your dad now. Her dad's my brother. Or you go back to my sister-in-law. I kid. She's a really good kid. She barely has tantrums, if at all. She's still young though, you know. Give her some time. Give her some time. I'm sure tantrums are gonna be a thing. It's a human experience. She's a good kid though. You can return to sender, Pinky! That's so funny! Mason with the 53-month resub. Can everybody say happy early birthday to Mason? His birthday is just a couple of days away. Exactly a couple. 2 days away. Welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges, and thank you so much for 53 months, Mason. I appreciate you. Hope you all are having so much fun doing all the birthday activities. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate you all. Merry birth, miss. That's incredible. I'm gonna steal that. How we doing, Mason? What's the agenda right now? Where are we at currently in the birthday activities? Thank you. The Sabis and Allie took you to beer and golf. That's fun. How we doing in golf?
Oh.
Are you doing the like the Top Golf thing? Still have never been to Top Golf. I hope you all are having a very good time. Sounds like it. Look at us go. Look at us go. We're just getting hits after hits. Don't look at that PCI. Don't worry about it. I'm covering it. Nice, nice, nice. You haven't either and you always want to do it, right? There's like so many of them now all over, so like there's really no excuse not to do it. Just haven't. So much fun. What do you have to try? No! I don't know if there's many in San Diego, but at least in the Chicagoland area, there's one like every 20 to 30 minutes, I feel. Steal situation, we're locking in. Hold on. We're locking in. I gotta ignore you, chat, for a second. We gotta lock in. We take steals very seriously in this household. Seriously, you're not gonna meet halfway and find one. No, for real, Pinky! Pinky, when are we seeing a baseball game together?
Safe.
Now that I've done the train from San Diego to Anaheim, I want to make it to more games in the area. Run! That's a great jump. Great jump! Safe.
Ow!
Are we sure? Are we? I got my hand underneath the tag. Let me see if my hand was there. I think my right hand was there before he put the tag on my left hand. I think my right hand oven mitt was in. Nobody tell me otherwise. I won't believe you. Sidestep did get me. I had a bad jump too. What is my favorite Italian beef in the city suburbs? Chain-wise, Buona Beef. Buona Beef has the best beef chain restaurant-wise. We really haven't had too many like mom and pop beef sandwiches though, because they're not typically my go-to. I'm a big chicken sandwich person, so I'll always get the chicken sandwich at restaurants. Why is starting the season 0-3? You won't even give us a win? I mean, Milwaukee will be tough. Milwaukee is always tough. I wouldn't say 0-3 though. Buona no love for Portillo's. Buona Beef has a better beef than Portillo's, and I stand by that. Maybe when Mr. Portillo actually still owned Portillo's, maybe Portillo's was better. In the past 10 years, wait, when did he sell it? When did he sell Portillo's? That's like more than 10 years ago now. Oh God, talk about time flying. Portillo's has never been the same since Mr. Portillo sold it, passed it on. I forgot exactly what he did. But Buona Beef does have better beef than Portillo's currently. All right, that was a terrible pitch, so we're gonna steal that standing up. Dave's Hot Chicken though, chain is so good. I don't like Dave's Hot Chicken. I love Cane's though. Boon, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Well, come on in. Schedule makers messed up by having the Brewers and White Sox have an opening day series. I say this for selfish reasons. No, you're right. I'm not gonna be able to make it. We will meet up, Josh. Gotta get some Sand Squad meetups going. What up, May? How we doing, Agent? Canes is fire. Barnes & Noble's next on the agenda. Oh my god, have so much fun. I have a Barnes & Noble gift card I still need to use. How I have not used that yet? Self-control is what I'll say. Thank you for that, Bunk. If y'all can click that link and drop Boone a follow, I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid again, Boone. Hope y'all are doing amazingly. And thank you for the follow. Welcome to Sand Squad. Let's go, goat. I know, Josh. I know. It's really just because I just don't have the time. It's been very, very busy, as I'm sure y'all can imagine. But I will. There'll be a nice little treat once 26 is out, you know? Humbled Goat and Agent, thank you both for the follows. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Wish you enjoyed reading. My opinion, call me cliche, that's okay. Oh my god, hold on, before you call me cliche, let me lock in real quick. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Ah! What? What? Why did it? What? I think I pressed the wrong button accidentally. That's on me. Well, that's embarrassing. Erase the last 5 seconds from your memory. Okay, thank you. No, we erased that. Thank you. Cliche. For anyone that says they don't enjoy reading or wish they enjoyed reading, my answer to that is you just haven't found the book, the series, the whatever to make you enjoy, to have you enjoy reading. Not that anything's gonna make you do anything. You just haven't read the one that kind of changes reading for you, in my opinion. I feel strongly by that. So hopefully you find it soon. Saw nada. That's the right answer. Let's go. Hey B, what are we doing? We didn't see that. How many homers? Oh, all of them. We and Andrew Vaughn signing. I'm glad Andrew Vaughn was able to turn around with the Brewers. I wanted him to have success with the White Sox, but he needed a change to the environment. Just started picking up reading. Yes, love that. Love that. How did I end up getting involved in the MLB The Show team? There was a job opening once I graduated college. I applied, went through a very rigorous interview process, and got it. Very, very boring, but very true. All right, we're betting 6. Betting 6 at 298 though. We gotta move up in this lineup. Being old, more audiobooks than books these days. Audiobooks count as reading. Audiobooks count as reading. If anyone tells you an audiobook does not count as reading, they're lying. Or they're just sad. And if so, you should give them a hug. So one book is really good, but now I can't find any more ones that get you on the grind. That's valid. That's valid. It's always hard when you read a book that's so good and you want to read something just like it and you can't quite find one. But hopefully you can find a similar to one. I'm on Goodreads. Goodreads is one of many apps out there where you can track what you read and then you can also discover new books as well. It's basically social media for book lovers. It's very, very fun. I use it just to discover books. You can like add books to different like shelves so you can organize the books you want to read. So I try to find books that I think will be close to ones that I've really enjoyed in the past, but it's not always easy at times. What up, Matrix? Your wife loves Goodreads? Yes. These City Connects? They're okay. I was hoping that was gonna bounce off the wall. Goodreads, you say you'll check that out? Yes, highly recommend. How many steps have I taken this week? Are you accusing me, Nikolai? Wait, Nikolai, are you in Disney? Or were you just in Disney? Oh my god, you probably took all of the steps. I love tracking how many steps I walk in Disney. It's like one of my favorite things when we go back to our hotel room or when we're getting like on the bus to go to the hotel, I will go on my watch or my phone, whichever it is. And I always get a kick about how many steps and miles and calories burned and all that fun stuff. I am deceased! Nikolai, did you make it though? Did you make it? Is this the ghost? This is actually my spirit. Wait, I can't throw. I'm focusing on Nikolai. He still got me out. I hope you enjoyed it, Nikolai. I hope your whole family enjoyed it. But yes, the exhaustion that comes from a Disney trip is very, very real. But it's so much fun. I tracked so many a few weeks ago. My watch died. Oh no,
One ball,
Pinky.
no strike.
Also, when are we going to Disney? Let me know. My sister and I were just in Disneyland in November. Oh, so much fun. I have a couple friends here in San Diego that have never been to Disney, or like the last time they went to Disney, they were like wee little children, so don't have the best memory of it. So I'm kind of like, oh, am I gonna be our Disney planner this year and we're gonna go to Disneyland for a weekend? Maybe. I do need to make my Disney World vacation plan. I have no Disney World plans currently for this year. My mom, sister, and I usually do a girls trip. We've done one every year for the last couple of years.
Safe.
This year, nothing in the books yet, so it might be a next year thing. Ally mentioned. Ally! Tell Ally! When are we planning our Disney trip? You're gonna do baseball cards now? Oh, we love baseball cards. Wait, Mason! Can you see? Wait, Mason! Hold on. Oh, it's in that pile. Did you see I got a Jack Caglione relic out of my hobby box? I would have loved if it was a Coulson relic, but I actually think these ones are going for slightly more than Coulson relics right now. I don't sell baseball cards. There's probably a decent stack of cards I can sell and get some decent margins on. I just don't sell them. There's actually, there's the big, Mason, are you still listening? I'm just assuming you're listening. If not, this is for everyone else too. There's a big San Diego card show happening. Of course, it's happening early access weekend. So, probably won't be able to go, but it's the big show in Del Mar for those familiar in the San Diego area. No! I was like, ooh, it'd be nice to kind of like bring some cards, but go to a show. I've actually never been to a card show, and I would love to. But that one, it's the biggest one in San Diego every year, but the time doesn't align, unfortunately. How we doing, Nick? Psh, I got a Bobby Wood Jr. patch and auto from the same box. How do the mixers go, Nikolai? I hope they went well. I've not watched the VOD yet. I need to. Let me know too, I have a pass. Yas, Pinky. I've debated getting a pass. Maybe soon, maybe soon.
That's a bar.
It was well worth the experience. My feet would rather be cut off. Both very true statements. Mixers last night were crazy. I know, I thought about it. Mixers for me are just a tad tougher. I know most of them besides the small one. I think the small one, if I remember correctly from the Discord, those were randomized. But I know the other ones, there was at least, you got drafted one team, maybe the other two were random, maybe all three were drafted. I'm trying to remember. Anywho, it's so hard because like when Series 1 comes out, yes, I enjoy like any other teams, but like I just want my team. But I'm glad they went well. I don't know where I was going with that statement. My only trip to Disney was before they built Epcot. You gotta go back, Mark! Disney's for everyone of all ages. Yes, I'm a Disney adult. Not a weird one, though. Not one that's gonna, like, trample kids and stuff. Nah, they keep their distance, I keep mine. You change it to random for the small one, everyone's going to get off this. Well, yeah, I figured everyone's gonna get the sock. Well, either Sox. The Red Sox or the White Sox. Both have good rookies this year. But it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, glad to hear that, David. Alright, let me restart my PlayStation real quick. Usually whenever I get that warning popped up, I gotta restart it. So let me go full screen webcam. You can see like a floating, let me like try to lower a little. You can see a floating head. Ooh, scary. Got an Oscar Coca-Colas auto. Like 2 years ago, I would have been so excited for that. Unfortunately, an 8. So sad because he has such a fun name, Oscar Coca-Colas. I mean, the Coca part is not a part of his name; it's just Oscar Colas, but he's Oscar Coca-Cola. Floating head. Are we in Oz? Yes, I'm actually the Wizard of Oz. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. You can, David. You can still play as women ball players. I secretly want to find a Murakami card. Murakami should be a part of Series 2. He signed too late to be a part of Top Series 1, but he should be a part of Series 2. I doubt they hold him for update. He should be a Series 2 drop, which I don't really buy Series 2, so I will have to this year if Murakami has his card in Series 2. If not, we'll go update. Alrighty, back to the game. Thank you all for your patience. It's only 25 where I get that message that pops up on my PlayStation. No other games does that. So, we'll see what 26 brings us next month. My daughter got some cards signed by Disney princesses. She just didn't want to meet that many because the lines are so funny but weird. That's funny. Hey, she knows what she wants. She's like, hey, this line, I got this card and I want to meet this princess. Boom. Ooh, this line long. Nah, let's go on a ride, Dad. I respect it. That's great hustle. That's not even hustle. That's just great, like, maximizing your time. Good life skill to have. Good life skill. Nikolai, you're doing something right. When you're fan. Proud of you, Nikolai. I didn't mean for that to sound condescending. Anywho, let's focus on our power. Let's raise that twice. She also wanted to ride all the rides themselves. Yeah! That's why I love Disney. I like going on all the rides. The Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Epcot is my all-time favorite ride. It's so much fun. Anywho, still batting 6. What are we doing? We gotta work on this. Maximize those minutes. Oh, nice, Phil. I'm surprised BG3 didn't make the PlayStation 5 warm with how many hours you could spend playing in one sitting. I've spent hours and hours and hours on my PlayStation when I'm not playing the show, and I never get that message once, but... And it's not always when I'm playing. It doesn't happen always during the show. Like, we can be playing co-op for a couple of hours on stream. It will never happen. But then, for, like, last, 2 weeks ago, when we were playing Road to the Show for, like, 3.5 hours, it never popped up. But for today, for whatever reason, an hour and a half, it pops up. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's okay. We'll keep playing. Daughter, love that ride. Yes, that's the best. I love that ride. When I went to Disney, on Zero Outs. My mom's sister and I went last year in June. And so, I don't know if you did any this trip for your family, Nikolai, but every couple of months they have like special like after hours events. They used to be free 10 plus years ago, but of course now you got to pay for everything. Where you pay extra and you get to enter the park just after dinner time, early dinner time, like around 6 o'clock you can enter. And then the event itself runs from like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. where everyone else has to go. But you, if you bought this special ticket, gets to stay. So we did that for Epcot. They had a special after hours event for Epcot. And the whole 3 hours, I was just going on Guardians, trying to get as many different songs as I possibly could. And I kept track on my phone all the different songs we got. It was very fun. I enjoyed that. That was like one of my favorite Disney memories. I was very dizzy at the end of it. I don't really get dizzy, but I was a little lightheaded because I went 3 straight hours of like barely any food, barely any water. So that's my own doing. But we did it. We survived. It was so much fun. My late Nan took one of my aunties on a pirate ship ride and she absolutely hated it all. The Pirates ride, probably because there's a drop in it. The Disneyland one has 2 drops in the Pirates ride. I mean, they're small. You couldn't handle Guardians again after the only time you went on it. Too many flashing lights. My favorite ride is either the Runaway Railway, the Tower of Terror, or Little Mermaid. Oh, Runaway Railway is good. That's understandable for Guardians. I love that ride. Happy Valentine's, Balder. I could have done that, but my daughter wouldn't have made it. No, that's very fair.
Nope, that's a ball.
Oh, Rise of the Resistance is also very good. I love riding Rise. Genuinely curious if you won the World Series in this Road to the Show run. This one specifically, no. This is still my first professional year. We went from AA to the majors in 1 season.
1 strike.
Pretty exciting. But I have won the World Series in past Road to the Show runs. Ashley was an honorary cast member by the end of the night. No, for real. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna start bad. I promise it's a good ending, Nikolai. So hold your judgment, please. So Disney has the rule where, so say at this particular night they closed at 1 a.m. You can still get in line at 12:59, 59. And when I got off Guardians, it was like 12:55, 56. So I could have gotten back in line to ride it one more time, but I didn't. I was like, I'm not going to be that person. So I didn't. But I could have ridden it one. But I don't think I would have survived if I rode it one more time. I was like, I needed food and water.
Safe.
Sucks. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Instant judge. Actually respect. Thank you, Nikolai. I figured that was where this was going.
Safe.
Okay, that's fair. It's like people that order food a few minutes before closing. Exactly. In my opinion, that's disrespectful, and I don't like being disrespectful. So I do not do that. I know if I were the one working, I wouldn't want to wait an extra 30 minutes for people to walk through the queue, watch the shows, get on the ride. Like, I just want to get home. Bills, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. I'm making adjustments. Oh, the Cars ride. My sister and I rode that for the first time when we went to Disneyland in November. So much fun. So much fun. The Tower of Terror, though, that's the one, and the Guardians version in Disneyland, that's the, like, one ride I've not ridden. Growing up, I didn't mind, like, the Frogger ride, probably because they only went a couple stories high when you're so young. I don't think I can do 13 floors. Why am I not playing ranked? Because I don't want to today. It's awesome. It's amazing how creative those stories were during that time, for sure. Oh my god, I love Tron. And it was a 100-minute wait for the time the park opened to closure. Luckily, we purchased single pass and it took us like 10 minutes to get to the ride. As much as I hate that they charge for the single rider lightning lane passes, for those instances, it's worth it. I hate to say it, but it's so worth it. Yeah, Tron is fun. I've had the opportunity to ride that a couple of times now. Just like the weightlessness you feel, especially when you go that 0 to 60. But because you didn't wait in line for 100 minutes, you couldn't hear the "Who are you?" over and over again, like the little lady narrating. I forgot the full dialogue. But it's like, which one? Who are you? There are winners and there are losers. Who are you? It's that over and over. Cranny, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Oh my god, I heard it enough of the time and wait. That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine that extrapolated out 100 minutes. Fortunately, I've been able to do the lightning lanes. But whew. I just wish the Tron ride was longer. Obviously, it's as short as it is because you're going very fast. Next time I ride it, though, I'm always one that's, like, gripping. I'm, like, gripping the handles, and, like, there are people going, like, full, like, they're trying, I know you're, like, laying down there, they're trying to go fully, like, as high as they can go while their back's constricted, like Superman, almost. I've not, worked up that kind of courage yet. Maybe next time. Oh, let's hit a double or better. Double or better. Let's try to get an extra base. Oh god, you're not one of those line repeaters, are you?
Ball one.
What do you mean line repeaters? When I was at Disneyland, when my sister and I were in line for Space Mountain,
Inside, ball two.
that was when we couldn't get the fast pass for, so we had to go through the standby lane for Space. And the way it is in Disneyland, you go up these stairs and you're like basically on like a roof of a building for part of the line. And that's where they have both the lightning lane and like the standby line, and you can switch over. And these kids tried to switch over, and the cast members caught them, and it was so funny. I say kids, they were like, I mean, they were kids. They were like 16, 17 years old. That's still a kid. But they old enough to know better is what I'm trying to say. But I'm like, gotta respect it, you know? Gotta at least try. I don't know. Dang it, y'all. Went to Epcot years ago. I couldn't wait to go on the racetrack ride since we had fast passes for it. We went on a mission to Mars first, and good God, I got sick. Oh no, Pinky, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm assuming you went on the orange version and not the green version then? Yeah, Mission Space, I've only ever done the green version of. Oh, we're going home. We're going home. Run. Run. There we go. Not the orange. Oh, the ride spiel announcements. I got you. Who are you? So good. Miss Dinosaur now. Dinoland USA and Animal Kingdom, that's officially closed. Although I am very excited for the Encanto house and ride that they're going to be adding in that area. And then obviously the Indiana Jones ride is coming to Disney World. But I always liked And you're gonna bring back one passenger extra large because you're taking a dinosaur. It's so fun. Whoa, 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 KJ. Hit the go-ahead homer. Sure, why not? Mr. Gaddis, can you hang us a slider, please? That was a fastball right down the middle that I missed. Don't want to talk about it. First day you went to Disney World, I was completely drained and tired, plus I needed food and was out of it right when I was getting back to the hotel. Yeah, it's very important for like any theme park days, especially theme parks in very hot weather. Bring water, you're allowed to bring snacks, have a food plan, hydration plan, or it will break you down. Yo, what up, Jay Freezy? How are you? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Safe.
We're not trying to get picked off. We are the go-ahead run here. We need to be smart. I'm gonna take an extra step lead just because. Got heat stroke at Disney. Oof, that is not fun. That's gonna get caught. Back to second. Heat stroke is not fun at all. Ah, I love Disney. It's fun. I do prefer Disney World, Disneyland, but it's crazy that Disneyland is, what, less than 2 hours away from where I am. When you factor in, like, you know, train or public transportation, like the train up.
Out.
Very nice. Bring tons of water, yes. Never been to Disney, is it actually that good? Yes. In my opinion, there's stuff to do for anyone of all ages. And, like, because Disney, like, owns so many different franchises, would that be the word? Like, so many, like, titles, licenses, is what I'm trying to say. There's something for everyone, in my opinion. Or most everyone. I highly agree. IPs, yes, IPs. Thank you, Bunk. That's exactly what I was looking for. Going to Disney as an adult fits different. Disneyland can fit in Magic Kingdom's parking lot. No, for real. For real. It's like a curse. It's a pro and a con. It's a pro because you can get to everything very quickly at Disneyland. Con because there's you know, it's not as much as Disney World. You're not as immersed as Disney World. Like to Disneyland's credit for being dropped in the middle of Anaheim, when you're in either California Adventure or Disneyland, you know you're in Disney. You don't feel like you're in the middle of Anaheim, but the second you leave the park entry, you're right back in the city. It's no longer Disney. Versus like Disney World, you leave the park, you know, you still have the public transportation, the hotels, like it's a whole town, I'd say. But given what they have and how how Disneyland was built in the city and how the city has been built around Disneyland, Disneyland does a great job of being as immersive as possible. Oh no, Shawnee, that is not fun. Fun at all. Also, we got, we're in a 300 plus batting average now. You love to see it.
0-1.
Yeah. Did I go to the Midwestern parks as kids? I did. I have been to Six Flags. I've been to Six Flags. I've been to the Kalahari, the Wisconsin Dells. Six Flags I've only been to once, however. That's like north, like not north. I mean, I think like Six Flags is closer to like the Wisconsin border than like the city of Chicago itself. And I was, you know, in the burbs, so even further away. More flags, more fun. My Valentine's is the most expensive date ever. 10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend price, but 10 out of 10 would recommend experience. 100%. Come to Cleveland, go to Cedar Point if they're good things. I have not been to the Six Flags here. Where's the Six Flags here? I don't think I knew there was one. Is it in the LA area? Is that where it is? Six Flags, more Mid-America. It's north of LA. Appreciate that, Rec. Why is whose messages are getting deleted? If they are, I haven't seen it. So it's probably an Automod thing. So if they're saying something that Automod is caught, like a bad word or something, it will delete the message.
Out.
East Coast is lucky to have Hershey Park where it is. 10 minutes from you? Nice. I have not, Declonius. So I born and raised in the Midwest. I had never been out west until I moved out west. And the only places I've been east was Florida. I've never been northeast because growing up I had family in Illinois, Wisconsin, and Florida. So during summer, winter, whatever it was, you know, once a year or so we'd go to Florida. That's, you know, the Disney World comes in. So it is on my list. It is on my list. I would very much love to. Ooh, Steel, we gotta lock in again. Dexter and Cranny, thank you both for the follows. Welcome to the Sand Squad. That's a great jump. That's as good of a jumper we can get, and that was a terrible pitch. So that's an easy solo base. Florida, bum, 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 bum. We love Florence. And it's so close that I'd rather make an hour and a half, 2 hours to Disney, for real. Went to Cooperstown the year Cal and Tony got inducted. We went like a week before the ceremony. They had tons of stuff of theirs being moved around and displayed. Oh, that's cool. Being to Cooperstown, you're looking forward to Road to Cooperstown. Ayo! What part of Illinois? I'm in Central Illinois. Oh, bet! I'm in the Chicagoland area, or I guess was. I'm in San Diego currently. So I was I'm like 45 minutes an hour from true downtown. So, Chicagoland suburbs. Dang it, KB! I'm from Rhode Island, so it costs a lot to travel to all the big parks, except for the very close ones, which aren't good, but still. No, for sure. Yeah. Like, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware. I feel like those kind of areas are tough. Like, one of my coworkers... Hold on. His parents live in Delaware. So I think... I could be wrong, but he goes San Diego to Philly, I think it is. And then he drives after you know, the 6-hour flight from San Diego to Philly, whatever it is. Then he's got to drive 2 hours to get to where his parents are in Delaware, just because, you know, there's not a major airport that flies direct coast to coast in those kind of areas. I'm like, dang, I am forever grateful to just be able to go to Midway and, you know, have all that opportunity and options. People from Chicago don't like ketchup on hot dogs, and it's fine. It just depends what else. I mean, if you're having a true Chicago dog, you don't need ketchup on your hot dog. I'm a ketchup lover. I love ketchup. I grew up eating ketchup on my hot dog as a kid. But I personally love a whole bunch of grilled onions on my hot dog. And grilled onions and ketchup do not go well together in a hot dog. There's one in Connecticut called Lake Compound, which isn't terrible, and there's like Storyland in New Hampshire, but still most are mid, not a lot of choice. No, for real, for real. Ketchup doesn't belong on hot dogs, says Nikolai. Listen. I don't care what you put on your hot dog. Will I be putting ketchup on my hot dog? No, I just told you. I put a ton of grilled onions on my hot dog. Like, some might say it's more grilled onions than hot dog. That's what I love about Chicago and the White Sox. You go to Wright Field, you smell those onions right away, and I go, yo, can I get a dog with onions, please? And they go, sure thing, and then they stack my hot dog with grilled onions. Oh, I love Chicago. I love Chicago. And then I go to Southern California, and they're like, and I'm like, oh, can I get a hot dog, please? And they're like, here you go, and it's wrapped in tinfoil. I'm like, where are the grills? Where are the fresh onions? What is going on? So interesting experiencing places outside of like your hometown area, in good ways, obviously, and some maybe not as good ways. That's an onion with a brat on the side. Grilled onions, chili, and cheese sauce in a hot dog. That sounds like the Skyline chili stuff that they do in Ohio. Things you do for love. Pineapple on pizza only with barbecue as a sauce. I really don't care if people put pineapple on their pizza, you know? They have regular onions. Not grilled onions, though. I went to Wrigley. Granted, I'm a White Sox fan. I don't really like the Cubs, but you know, I went to Wrigley because I need to make it to all baseball stadiums. I finally did. You know, crosstown game last year. And even then, they had some grills throughout the park, but for most lines, it was, here's a hot dog in tin foil, go get some raw onions and like the topping stand next to the concessions. And I'm like, you are in Chicago and this is what you hand me? I'm very passionate about my hot dogs at ballparks, okay? Very passionate. Schedule for stream, noon Pacific start, about 90 minutes in, food chat, forever and always. Oh my god. The food at guarantee rate is like a billion times better, yes. I know the ballpark lacks, you know, some history and vibes. I really wish old Comiskey was still up. However, call me a biased White Sox fan, Wright Field has some of, if not the best food of all the parks in Major League Baseball. It's so good, so good. Fair, Trevor, fair.
Oh.
You're just pampered, gotta have special treatment when getting a hot dog, gotta have a World Series every 88 years. I wish we had a World Series less than every 88 years. That's what I get from outside the stadium. That is true. But I get hungry during the game too, Hawks. I gotta have something in the stadium too. I'm biased. I mean, if you look up like food in Major League Baseball parks, there's always like Major League Baseball articles every year, and the White Sox consistently rank in the top section. Top couple parks. Let's advance a runner. Very fair point. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Wright Field once called Comiskey second when it first opened? Yeah, I think it was called New Comiskey once
One
it
ball,
opened.
no strikes.
Before it became US Cellular and then Guaranteed Rate / now just Wright Field because the company dropped the guaranteed.
Hiya!
This year at the Dome, we have one day where instead of a loony dog, $1 dog, they are selling them for 77 cents. What day, T-Rad? I'm gonna get my passport in time for that day. I'm gonna try SF food, so San Francisco food. No, I'm hoping to make it out to Oracle Park this year. I need to get a new cup shirt for the year. I only have 2 or 3. One that says St. Louis is cool. I am always in favor of treating yourself to a new sports shirt for, you know, when your sports team starts the season. Now, what team is on that shirt, I have other opinions about. But I'm always in favor of treat yourself. Get a nice new shirt to start the season. If you are able to. You see what Homage dropped a couple days ago? No, what did they drop a couple days ago? Maybe I do, but I probably don't. Maybe.
Hey.
Starter jackets? Wait, wait. Hold on. I gotta see this. Wait, those are kind of... Oh, that's expensive. Expensive, but sick. I'm seeing all the basketball ones right now. Yo, the White Sox have a giveaway for something very similar at the end of April that I want to go to. Yo, those are kind of sick. Are they just basketball? Kind of sick. Yeah, the basketball ones you want, Major League Baseball ones. Major League Baseball ones would go hard. Those would go hard. Excuse me. He is. DZ is coaching right now. I hope they make them since baseball is coming. That would be sick. Yes, I get MLB The Show as part of my job.
He's out.
Yeah, the White Sox on Saturday, April 25th, they have this really cool jacket, hoodie, City Connect inspired, well, jacket / hoodie. Very, very cool. Oh, sick, Master Chief. That's amazing. We'll come up to the Dome for April 7th and go down to Chicago for that giveaway. Ayy! Rockland is varsity jackets. I think they have a few MLB ones. Ooh, okay. That's cool. I always love when spring training starts. In addition to baseball being back, that is like 99% why I enjoy spring training, as many of you do. But the 1% is seeing like what all the new like on-field t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, and such look like. I always like seeing the design each year. Is the Bulls inspired one to get another City Connect this season? Nah, they just got their City Connect last season. I think it's like every 3-4 years you keep it, so it's still the same one. So it's the Bulls White Sox crossover one. It's so cool looking. And then Pinky! Wait, Pinky, are you still here?
Out on the tag.
That's one. Next Friday game start? They do. Oh, they don't do Major League Baseball? That's okay. Brett Phillips is back in the Raids organization as a brand ambassador. Oh, good for Brett Phillips. Pinky's here. Let's go, Pinky, your Dodgers. When your Dodgers visit my White Sox in Chicago that weekend, there's a Colson Montgomery bobblehead. So
1-0.
as long as everything works out, I will be seeing your Dodgers in Chicago so I can get my Colson bobblehead. Been New City Connects, we need the Southside jerseys back. I love the New City Connects. I love both. I think the White Sox, again, you can call me biased again. The White Sox have had 2 of the best City Connects that have been released. I'm very happy with both City Connects. Do I hate the Cubs? I'm a White Sox fan, so yeah. I heard the Padres retired their teal and hot pink City Connect uniforms. They did, because that probably means they're going to get a new one this year. Usually once you retire them, that's when the new one comes in. DZ! Wait, where'd it go? There it is! 49 months, Saturday streams. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're having an amazing day. You're truly a legend. I appreciate you so much, DZ. Happy 49-month resub, and welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges, and thank you so much for 49 months. I hope your basketball game went incredibly well. We were able to finish the Now and Later program, and now we're just vibing, playing some Road to the Show before I gotta hop off in a little bit. Yeah, I love both those jerseys. Padres did have good ones. I'm curious to see what their new ones will look like. We lost by 30, only 5 girls showed up, but they played hard, proud of them. Oh, that's tough, because that means no substitutions. They gotta play the full length. But hey, good for the ones that do show up. Southside Unis were one of the best City Connects for that first line. Yeah, let them know, Hawks, let them know. Yeah, I love them. I have put up some baseball cards the other day if you want to watch the video on the YouTube. But Miguel Vargas is in the City Connects on his base card this year. Focus. Here, let's go full screen. Why not? Gonna get floating head. Oh, focus. Focus. Hold on. There it is. There it is. I love them. Both of our City Connects have been absolutely stunning. Fantastic work. What up, Mikey? Stream has been going well. Thank you for saying that. I hope you're doing amazing.
He's gone.
Switch to the new alternative. Need 100 of them? Hot dogs? That's what I'm thinking, Agent. Or else why retire your City Connects if you're not getting new ones, you know? I mentioned an LA dog, which I think you'd like. A bacon-wrapped hot dog with grilled onions and peppers with mustard, ketchup, and mayo. Wow, that sounds exactly up DZ's alley. Do I ever wear White Sox jerseys besides to games? I will. I don't wear them often outside of to games. But I mostly wear them at games, yes. And then if there's like big games that like I'm like watch partying with friends or whatever, I'll wear a jersey, absolutely. But I typically save my jerseys for games. Yeah.
He's out of there.
I agree, Will. I agree. Heck yeah, David, I appreciate you. Or on streams, absolutely. And the stream the other day, hey Ash. Yo, what up, Barnaby? Thank you for watching that. I appreciate it. I always love, obviously chat moves kind of quickly in that one, but I always love seeing all y'all's names in that chat. It's always fun. I see you all in there. No, that's a bad swing. Agent, what kind of question is that? I don't wear many hats. I have hats. I love hats. I love the look of hats. I don't wear hats often, however.
That's it out.
Go full screen again. A bunch of these are 3 White Sox hats. I got this one for Christmas last year. 2 of my best friends got me it. It's the Micah Johnson collection. So cool. It says White Sox and has the pinwheels on either side. I know it's hard to see because it's far away. But I have a good chunk of MLB The Show hats, obviously, and then a ton of White Sox hats. Except when Automatic use my NC State propaganda out of their chat. Are you saying propaganda in chat, DZ? What is going on? I don't see that. That's funny.
Oh.
What up, Tato? Glad to hear it. What are those? Listen, Nikolai, you know you love the White Sox hats. You know you do. Used to collect fitted hats like your life depended on it. Hey, that's okay. Everyone has their thing. Oh, that's funny, DZ. I did not know that. You'd shave your head? Do you really want to shave your head? Maybe I don't want to wear a hat then. If you're gonna get a haircut, you don't want, unless you want that haircut. Nothing wrong with that. Outside of the White Sox, who have the best City Connects in your opinion? Personally, I think the Nationals killed it with both of theirs. I do like the Nationals. I think the Cherry Blossoms are their City Connect 1.0s were slightly better than their 2.0s. I liked the Padres City Connects. I like honestly, I like the Fenway ones for the Red Sox with the Green Monster inspired ones. Those are cool. What other ones? I'm trying to think of all of them. Cincinnati has kind of cool ones. I love the black with the red, and I like how the pants and the shirt go together. I'm not a big fan of City Connect jerseys where it's like the jersey is really cool and then like the pants are super basic or like a different color. I like when it all goes together, and I think Cincinnati does that very well. Obviously, the White Sox have done that well. Like what I mean is like I don't like when like the jerseys is a color and then they just wear white pants. That to me feels a little uninspired. Those are a few of my favorites. D-backs have cool ones. D-backs have cool ones. Wish Joe's dim over there. The Marlins City Connect should be their current set. Not wrong. I know the Cherry Blossoms are so good. So good. Yo, what up, Hannah? It's all good. Mods took care of it. Alrighty. Similar to the end. How excited are you for the WPBL? I'm gonna watch a game or two since San Francisco would have one of the 4 teams to start. I will definitely be watching. They're playing their whole season in Springfield, Illinois. So it's kind of cool. The Cherry Blossoms were legit the most creative. They were very cool. Very, very cool. I wish they could, like, I don't know what the rule is, but it'd be cool if they could, like, wear them as alternates. But I think those are, like, retired. Yeah, the Cherry Blossoms on them, the caps. A Peanuts glove? That'd be cool. I think D-back throwbacks are better than the purple pinstripes. Stuff, okay, that's okay. D-backs do have good jerseys in there. For as what's the word I'm trying to say? For being a relatively young club, that's what I'm trying to say. The Diamondbacks have had a great series of jerseys associated with their ball club. The 2 boys that put out this year were pretty great too. The Athletics don't have anything until they have a permanent home. Yeah, that's my thinking. Although, I mean, it looks like they're making progress in that stadium in Vegas. So we'll see. The teals they were wearing for weekend games this year should be a permanent set. Wait, the Athletics have teal jerseys, or are we talking about a different team? Who has teal jerseys? I'm interested. I'm gonna get some hits. What's going on now? Oh, the Marlins. Oh, yeah, those are cool. Those are very, very cool. Whoa. We got it.
He's out.
The Marlins ones are very cool. Yes, they do go hard. I miss the White Sox. I love the White Sox Sunday 1983 jerseys. Those have kind of been on a rotation for a couple years now. So I'm like, because we don't really have an alternate, I mean, we have our home road and then the black alt jersey and our City Connect. I'm like, can we bring back City Connect 1.0 as an alternate? I would love that. Can you imagine a weekend when we're switching between our 2 City Connect jerseys? Oh, that'd be fire. They're just so cool. Ding, DZ. There we go. 6-4-3. Oh, 6-4. Didn't get the last out or the second out. That's unfortunate. It was harsh, but I wasn't wrong, says D. Oh my god. Alright, come on. 293. Our batting average is dipping. That's not good. We gotta work on that. GG's, bunk. Packers next year? Who says no? I didn't hear no, so that's a yes. Let's go. Yeah! Saw the yes first! Oh my goodness. Bobby Wood Jr., little 20-game hit streak. In my road to the show. Things you love to see. Oh, bam.
He's out.
Whoa, 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 KB. Those snacks go? I mean, we do like snacks. What's everyone's favorite snack? I like snacks. Hit a double or better. Let's bring in the tying run at the very least. Stretch! 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 Let's go! Home run, baby. You can put it on the board. Yes, that's number 5. Bro, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Sand Squad. Let's go. Oh, GG's DZ. Let's go. The Bears are finally competitive again. Took them 15 years to catch. Let's go. Love the White Sox. Honestly, Pack make playoffs, but you don't see a Super Bowl. That's fair. You can say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Oh, we got a lot of tokens. Ooh, let me spend some tokens. What time is it? 1:54. Okay, I do gotta get off. Let's see what tokens we can spend. Maybe we play one more game. Let's focus. Ooh, clutch is 7 points now. Go contact right and clutch up. 1 token left. Was the Bears took the North this year? I mean, they just had. And I don't mean to say this as a negative thing to say. They had some insane luck this year. They had a lot of stuff that they earned. I'm not negating that. The Bears had the most insane luck season, and everyone needs luck to win. Any team that's won has never not had luck. I don't ever want to dismiss that. Will the Bears still be a winning team next year? Yes. Will they win in the fashion that they have won consistently this year with however many, 7, 8 comebacks, including the playoffs? No, I don't. You can't predict that, at least. So that will be interesting, how they kind of regress back to the mean in terms of that aspect. So I am very curious to see what they will do, because they're not going to have as many comeback wins and wins that they had in that fashion in back-to-back years. That's like virtually not seen. But they will be a good team. How good? Time will tell. All right, we'll play one more game, and then I do gotta get going. Oh, wait. Did you all just see what I accidentally did? Yeah. My bunting went up. Pressed the button too fast. To be honest, a significant amount of teams seem to have stretches of unreal luck. No, for real. You have to. I have not met... or I've not known many winning teams that haven't had stretches of luck. The stretch of luck the Bears had, however, I mean, it was historical. They set a record last year for comeback wins. To their credit, you know? A win is a win at the end of the day, luck or not. Schmad with the 65-month resub. I've already taken the day off work for the release. Hope you're doing well. Let's go, Schmad! I appreciate you, and welcome back on into the Sand Squad sub family. Keep on enjoying those emotes and sub badges. Thank you so much for 65 months. We're less than a month away from early access. Isn't that crazy? Time flies. Flies, flies, flies. That's a push-up. The Patriots. It is, Declonius, it is. It made me very, very sad. But it hopefully won't happen again in that fashion. I'm not saying we're not gonna ever lose again. You're definitely going to lose. You as in any team. Hopefully never in that fashion again. Now I understand what Lions fans went through during Rodgers' Hail Mary. You have very, very important news. We are 98 days away from Lions football. Nice. Didn't the Broncos have like 9 consecutive comeback victories? Technically, yes. But not like fourth quarter, less than 5, 2 minutes to go situations like the Bears had. Yes, the Broncos did win like nine in a row, but by their comeback, it wasn't fourth quarter comebacks. I mean, maybe some of them were, but not to the extent of the Bears. The Bears literally set a record for fourth quarter comebacks that ended in victories, obviously, comeback, this season.
Oh.
Yes, Pinky, get to it! Dang it, TZ. TJ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Alright, come on. We got this. Look at us! MLB's top prospect! Look at us! Oh, I guess there's the number 4. You love to see.
You're
Will
out.
be the first person to have Trey Bay on there. That goal. All right. Back in the 300s. Let's keep it here.
Oh. 0-1.
That's swinging. That's actually a good swing. But right at the left fielder. Gotta get going. The PlayStation's running hot right now. Time is not on our side. Let's drive it around. Oh, glad you're enjoying that, David. It is a nice touch.
That's a ball.
All right, come on. We got this. Runner in scoring position. Down 3 runs. Let's get some momentum back on our side. Whoa! Don't Mike Bregman. We shall see what he does this year for y'all. Alright, now I'm expanding my zone for no reason. Be a 3-0 count. I should have the green light right now. Now it's 2-1. I gotta be more selective. Not my cats. Y'all are funny. Ah, keep drifting. Get down. Pain. Just late, unfortunately. I should have at least 1 more at bat, if not 2. Defense. I believe. What up, Brian? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Get an emote in chat in just 1 minute.
You're out.
You got my cat last week. Let's go. Get all the moo-moos in chat. That was incredible, DZ. Incredible. We ended, what was it, 24 on such a high note because of that. All the sliding, David, on defense and on offense. All right, most likely our last at bat. A home run would tie it, though. Most likely give us 1 more at bat. Oof, well, that's not going to be a homer. No! Why did that have to stay in front of the bag?
Ow!
That's unfortunate. Alrighty. That will be ball game, and that will be stream. That was a fun one. We were able to start and finish the Now and Later program. That was the last thing I needed to do. And then have some pretty decent at-bats overall in Road to the Show. And then above all, great conversation. Excuse me, as always. I know, I got more things I gotta do. But it's always a pleasure streaming on Saturdays when I can for all y'all. The fact that you all dedicate your very precious weekend time to hang out with me, I very much appreciate it. I will get a raid going for all of you. Not only would I appreciate it if you stick around for the raid, but I imagine whoever we're about to send this raid to will also appreciate it. Make sure you don't spoil it. It's always fun when it's a surprise. So let's see who's on. Let's try to get somebody new or somebody we haven't sent a raid to in a while. Oop. I hear some noties. Liquid and Jay, thank you both for the follows. Welcome to the Sand Squad. I appreciate all y'all. Great stream as always. Thank you. Appreciate you all hanging out. All right, let me get this raid going, and then I'll catch up on the last bits of chat. Wow, we got some good options. Let me just make sure they're not logging off. Let's do it. I don't think they are. They've been streaming for a long time. We're gonna take the risk. All right, we're gonna go send a raid. Somebody we've not sent a raid to. So, new streamer, if you love the content, drop a follow. You're supporting another member of the community. We're gonna send a raid on over to Paul. Hope you all enjoy it. Dark Soul and Tiger, thank you both for the follows. Welcome to the Sand Squad. Poor Kev. Kev's an icon. People's champion. But with all that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekends. Hope you have some fun plans. Hope you've been watching the Winter Olympics. That's been a lot of fun. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. As always, please take care of yourselves. I want to see you back here next time you're available to watch stream. Amazing. Sand Squad is the best squad. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will catch you when I see you next. And don't forget to be kind. A little bit of kindness goes a very long way. Enjoy the raid. Enjoy your weekends. And we're less than a month away from early access. It's going to be here before you know it. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all later. Bye.